remote in the Canadian Rockies. I wanted to complete a 52-hour expedition with a glorious ridge traverse. On Google Earth, it looked tame. But I knew the reality was much, much different. I'm going in, and you, well, you're coming along.
Welcome to SWELLER'S and WELLER'S. Previously on SWELLER and Dweller. We're off on a multi-day backpacking trip. That's cold for the fourth time. Oh, I've broken the rear brakes on my bicycle, and now I've broken the arm off of my sunglasses. Now I've broken my pole. Absolutely magnificent. Wow. Shit. Big cliff. Back at camp, and it's not pitch black. Good morning. Bit of a rough sleep. It was warm though. But it's a new day. And today we're gonna head up Junction Creek a bit farther and make an attempt at summiting Junction Mountain. And then we're gonna take a look at the traverse to Piriform Mountain. It's supposed to be a bit spicy, but the crux is kind of early on in the ridge if you're coming from Junction. So we'll get an early look at it and make a decision and go from there. But right now, let's finish some breakfast. I've now left the official trail and now am partaking in a little bit of bushwhacking. There's the summit of Junction. Now we just have to get up this very steep looking scree slope, which might not be fun. It's actually not too bad going up so far. The boulders are nice and large. If you pick your way through them, it's just like climbing stairs. Well, about halfway up, not so bad. If we traverse over to Piriform, we have to go along that ridge, and that looks a little spicy right there. There must be a slightly easier way on the other side. Oh boy, we'll see. Now a few steps to the ridge. Oh, wow. Whole new valley opens up. Just a final pitch of slogging up to the summit now. Before we tackle it, let's just have a little bit of refuel. Final steps to the summit. Oh yeah, baby. We have done it. Oh, unbelievable. What a beauty. Views for miles. Let's sign up the register and have some meat and cheese. All right, inside we got a very colorful Spider-Man. Fireball. Magnum. Some THC. And the register. Looking across the Highwood Peak where we were yesterday. And then down the valley where we started. Where the car is parked. Way down over there. Bit windy up here. At the traverse to Piriform, there definitely looks like some troublesome spots, but it does look like they're all near the beginning, so we'll go have a look. Well, first off, I think I'm going to try going up this little chimney here. Rounded that first bump, and it doesn't look too bad. I think I can keep going here. Okay, that's the warm-up done. Now the knife is coming up. Looks a bit spicy. Well, I moved along nicely on the initial part of the knife by staying on the side of it and avoiding the absolute ridge. But now up ahead here, getting a little more aggressive.
I skirted the edge of the knife down low, and then there was a nice scramble route winding way up to this ridge top here. And now I got this coming up. Looks like a couple more spicy spots yet, but we're getting there. I think it's an advantage to do it this way because you can see the way as you're looking up rather than down climbing into a mystery. Looks like some steep terrain up here going up the slabs, but it's kind of broken up by some flat ledges, so I'm going to try zigzagging along them and see if I can find an easy way. I successfully zigzagged up the slabs. They weren't too difficult. And now I've got the final obstacle that we could see from junction, the buttress. Now, of course, this might not be the last difficulty, but it's the last one we could see. So hopefully it's going to get easier from there, but you never know. Here we are at the buttress. I'm going to try and swing around and flank it on the left. Well, I rounded the corner and it actually looks like it's not so easy. I hope this cliff band kind of disappears here or gets easier. I look back at the valley I approached on and Junction Mountain. Castle, can you see that? Well, here's that little break that was slightly left. And it looks okay. It's just going to be another zigzag winder up. I'm hoping that is the worst of it. Now I hope we just have to get some distance by slogging along the ridge. Final summit ridge to pier form. Final few steps to the summit. Yeah, baby. Pier form. Peak number 2 for the day. 2.5 hours traversing from all the way over there. Can you believe that? That's insane. It's amazing how far you can go. And it's a lot up and down too. And difficult terrain. Let's look around a bit at some other peaks. My glasses are absolutely destroyed. They're like falling off. It's crazy. Let's look around. Look at the view over here. Beautiful valley. Got some larches that are turning color. Just amazing. And there's our valley down below. And Highwood Peak that we went up yesterday. And the summit of Piriform. And the traverse route. Man, that's a long ways. And looking out east, this is pretty much the last line of alpine mountains. After that, it turns into foothills and then the prairies. 3:48. It's gonna get dark. I don't know. I think it was last night. It was like 7:38. So I hope we can make it back by then. I'm optimistically hoping in 3 hours, which would make 3, 4, 7 o'clock. That would be great. Otherwise, we might be headlamping for an hour. It can't take more than 4 hours. I hope. But it's a ways. It's a long ways. So, anyways, gonna finish my pepperoni, of course, and then we're gonna go. An enormous scree slope to get back down into the valley. Hopefully, some good scree skiing. Doesn't look super great, but maybe sparse bits will be good. Just gonna follow this gully down now. Just doing a little bushwhacking to try and find the main trail. Gotta keep myself honest, can't make it too easy. Back on the main trail. Good news. And should make it back. Plenty of time before dark. So all is well. I'm just really knackered. and I've been rationing water for quite some time since on the middle of the ridge traverse. I think I was down to half water, which means 2 liters down to 1 liter. So I was rationing. There's no water on the road at all. So yeah, getting low. A bit thirsty, not too bad. There is a creek crossing coming up here for the first time, but you know, it's so close to camp. It's like 15 minutes from camp. So on this main trail, there's all kinds of ups and downs. And there's no reason for it. I don't know why. It should just be straight, horizontal. There's no reason to go up and down. The only reason I can think is like for equestrian or something. They're, I don't know, trying to make something a bit interesting. I don't know, but for hiking, it could just be straight. It's just up and down. I'm exhausted. I don't want this anymore. Okay, official stats for Junction Peak and Piriform Mountain. 9 hours and 20 minutes. 16.68 kilometers. 1,428 meters of elevation gain. What a day. You know, I was a little bit anxious about the traverse and the build-up because of what I read about it. But you know what? Those people did it from Piriform to Junction, meaning they had to down climb all of the difficulties, and it's so much easier when you're climbing them instead of down climbing, because as you're going up the route, you can see the lay of the land and what's ahead of you. So I could plan and strategize my route. Whereas the people doing it the other direction, all they see is big drops and they don't know what's ahead of them. So it's kind of like going more by feel. So big advantage to always doing routes when you're up climbing rather than down climbing them. But I am exhausted. This is the second big day in a row. So I'm going to eat, rest up, hopefully have a good sleep. And then tomorrow we're going to make our way out. Looking good. Well, I'm back at the bike stash, and you know what? I fixed my back brake. If you can imagine. Unbelievable. Good to go. It was actually just that the cable dislodged, so I just had to do a little bit of disassembly and put it back together. But it's lightly drizzling rain now, as forecasted, so we gotta get on the move. If you don't just think I'm some sort of crazy lunatic, then I would be humbled if you would consider subscribing to the channel and giving the video a thumbs up. It's the only way you can support me and let me know you like what I'm doing and you want me to continue. Until next time, thanks for watching.